Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Chapter 2 of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, titled Aunt Marge's Big Mistake. So Harry comes down to breakfast and he finds out that Aunt Marge is coming. Now, it's not technically his Aunt Marge, it's Vernon's sister, who he's been forced to call Aunt Marge. And somehow, this woman is somehow more despicable than the Dursleys, or the regular Dursleys. He recounts that she gleefully rubs in the fact that Harry has no family or whatever, and shit like that, gets Dudley all these extravagant presents, and then gets Harry a box of dog biscuits, which, in my opinion, the Dursleys giving Harry these shitty presents like a coat hanger or a old sock is worse than giving Harry nothing. Giving him a box of dog's biscuits is worse than just giving him nothing. Harry is not Aunt Marge's nephew. She doesn't have to get him anything. She chose to be a bitch to a kid, though, by giving him dog biscuits, so fuck that. And then he recounts that he accidentally stepped on a dog's tail and the dog chased him around, growling at him, which, okay, fair enough. It's fair on the dog's part. He got his tail stepped on, accidentally or not. But, he should be trained better if he's going to be around kids. And Aunt Marge should have called him off instead of waiting till past midnight. And then Harry proves that the hat was correct by being a Slytherin. So he wants to get his Hogwarts form signed. And they tell him that Aunt Marge doesn't know about magic, and that she believes that Harry is going to St. Brutus's School for Criminally Incurable Boys or some shit like that. And Harry, calm and cool, is just like, yes, St. What's-Its? St. Brutus's. Yes, that place. It's real hard to remember, you see. I suppose I could remember if you signed my form. And I just love that Harry has grown a backbone. Like, pre-Hogwarts Harry would never talk back to the Dursleys. You're going to be quiet. You're going to be nice to Aunt Marge. I'll be nice if she's nice. And he's just like talking back, Pre-Hogwarts Harry would not do this. Pre-Hogwarts Harry would not have... Well, he would have the cunning, but he just wouldn't have the willpower, so to say, to put his plan into action. It isn't until he got his Hogwarts letter and his interest was piqued that he started really kind of stepping out the Dursleys' shadows, basically, so to say, maybe. Also, we get a reference to Sirius Black. They say he's escaped and whatever. And Uncle Vernon is right. They don't say where he escaped from. He could be coming up the street, which is very funny because I do remember from the next chapter, he's up the street. So Uncle Vernon proceeds. They also don't say what Sirius did. So Uncle Vernon saying, they should hang them all, that's the only cure for it, is just being an absolute dick. Because for all we know, he's just a random-ass bank robber who escaped some shit. Like, he just robbed a bank. No people were harmed. They were scared shitless. But, I mean, they didn't say that Sirius is accused of murdering, 13 people in an explosion, terroristic activities type bullshit. Vernon's just being a dick. So in two separate actions, Aunt Marge basically attacks Harry's family. First she says, if there's something wrong with the bitch, there's something wrong with the pup. Marge is a dog breeder. She's kind of a sucky one, because she also admits to drowning under a small runty puppy. Just wonderful woman. Wonderful, wonderful woman. And she's basically insulting. Side note, why do people defend Petunia? Is it because of that scene that, I don't know if it's in the book, but there was a deleted scene, I believe, in Deathly Hallows, where she tells Harry that you didn't just lose a mother, I lost a sister, or some shit like that. I don't know if that's in the books, but where was I lost a sister too in this conversation? Like, she could have easily slapped Marge down a bit and just said, hey, that's my sister. Don't talk about her like that. But no. She just... Ow. Also, and then what gets me is the thing that gets Harry to pop off isn't the, if there's something wrong with the bitch, there's something wrong with the pup. It's Marge attacking the fact that they were killed in a driving accident, probably drunk. While she's drunk, mind you, is the irony of it. And that Uncle Vernon says that James didn't have a job. And honestly, they're probably right. James and Lily were like 21 when they died, and they just went straight from Hogwarts straight to the war. Their occupation was probably fighters in the damn war. They probably didn't have a job. So, they were probably right, and mind you, Harry doesn't even know if they did have a job, but he got offended. And I think it's less about, them insulting his parents, calling them layabouts and shit, and more so the building and the bubbling of what's been happening over the last few days, and that was just like the inconsequential straw that broke the camel's back. I do think in the movies, it's if there's something wrong with the bitch, it's something wrong with the pup that did it. And it was all one scene, no breaks. I kind of feel like that would have been the one that should have broke Harry and have him blow up Marge, but whatever. And then he just runs off. He packs his shit and runs off. Overall, I really enjoyed this chapter. It was nice, it was fun, and I hate Aunt Marge. And she's a real hateable character, which you're supposed to hate her. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.